The 10-pin pins are unique pins that don't evolve, if I remember correctly. They can still gain XP. And they have decent 10-pin stats too, as you can see here. In terms of the stats that pins have, the three most important that all pins have are weight value, spin value, and KO length. The weight value is how heavy the pin is. Think of it like the pin's defense-ish. The heavier a pin is, the less the pin will move on a full charge. And but, in exchange, the harder it is to knock the pin around. 5 being the average, 9 being heavy, 1 being light. Spin is how easy it is for the pin to spin. You might have noticed that for some of the vectors that I traced for flinging pins around, that the pin curved. Especially when it came down to this pin. Actually, sorry, I think it was this pin specifically. The higher the spin value, the easier it is for the pin to spin and curve. Thus curve. In some cases, this is a good thing because it allows you to attack opponents at deceptive angles. It could also be a bad thing because too much spin means you're gonna be a bit wild. Lastly, the KO length. This is the distance at which the pin can travel at a full charge. And it also determines how quickly the charge occurs too. The higher the KO length, the more offensive power the pin has. But in exchange, the further the pin will also travel, it can potentially travel on full charge too. Be careful! Oh, and also, yet another reason for why the red skull pin sucks. Actually, no way, it's kind of decent. It's kind of ridiculously decent for Tin Pin. Holy shit. Now I know. So yeah, if you ever suck at Tin Pin, the red pin is a drastic help. And I didn't even realize weight could go past 9. What, you just gonna ignore me? You half-blind hectopascals. No. Yeah, not again. It's powder. Oh look, it's a stray reaper. You seem even grouchier than usual. Damn right! That game was Zeta dull. Are you trying to bore me to death? How about a little flair? Give it some edge. You brain-dead binomials are pathetic. Well, you sat there watching the entire mission? Do GMs always have that much time on their hands? No comments from the peanut gallery. Your opinions are garbage! Crunch! I'll add them to the heap. I figured you weren't much for criticism. Otherwise, why keep making those senseless junk heaps? Every inch of my work is flawlessly calculated. Look at the perfectly understated silhouette. How can you not see the beauty? Time for a little quiz. What's the probability of you players surviving the week? Gee, I wonder. 0! Same as your taste. Attention all tasteless tetrahedra. If you want to live, show me the limit of you as I go to infinity. This is high-level calculus, by the way. Not that there's anything any of you can do. You fractals have no future. QED. I actually don't know that term. Class is dismissed. You know, I could totally hear him saying, asymmetrical garbage! I might try to sneak that in just for humor. Finally, the pounding stopped. What language is that guy speaking? Algebra. And calculus. Think he's got a thing for you, Neku? What? How the hell do you figure that? Oh, please. The way he follows you around. That's just because I'm a player. I don't see him chasing after the other players. He's right. So why me? Or is it my fault? What? That's right. He might be tied in with the Reapers. If he is, that could explain why the GM is stalking us. Still, I'm just speculating. It's too soon to reach any definite conclusions, except maybe one. I'd have to be crazy to trust this kid. And there's Reaper Beat. Destroy the ones you called friends. Those are your orders. I gotta follow orders? Of course. We require proof of your loyalty to the Reapers. Alright, yo. Don't get your panties in a twist. I'm a Reaper. I'll do it. I trust that you will. I swear. I'ma do this. I didn't join up for nothing. Reapers. Chapter closed. I'd have to be Tracy to crust... Tracy to crust this kid. Yes. Crunch! I'll add that to you. The third day. We're making really good headway today. Maybe it's because of the lack of cutscenes. Where? Scramble again? Joshua. He's on the phone again. Yep, I'll be there today. You'll have it all ready for me, won't you? Who's he talking to? Same person as yesterday? Well, shouldn't be long till the mission shows up. Okay, what's the deal? Never takes this long. Am I even getting reception? Say, Neku. That smile makes me nervous. What are you scheming now? Yes? You're coming with me today, right? There's someplace I'd like to go. You never followed through on your promise yesterday. So today, you're making it up to me. Right? We haven't got anything else to do yet. So let's go take care of my stuff first. No way, I told you yesterday. First we do the mission, then you can play around. Besides, the mission could show up any sec. No, you're right. There it is, Neku. Let's see. Proceed to Cat Street. Time limit 15 minutes. 15 minutes?! That's on the other side of Shibuya! You better hurry then. No joke. Shut up and start running. Come on! Yes, sir. Joshua is a shit. But he's our shit. Speaking of which, up there. Okay, north. You can take as long as you want to. In-game, though, anything that you do gets condensed to 15 minutes. Say, Neku? Hate to bother you when you're in such a hurry, but... What do you want? Just run! If we're going to Cat Street, it's a lot faster to go past the Shibu department store. What? Why didn't you say so before? You seem to know where you were going. I figured you had some brilliant plan. Like beating you senseless. Fine, let's just hurry. You could just immediately book it there. You don't have to do all the looping that I'm doing. Just on note, in case you want to play this yourself. Not one of them. Looks like there's a wall up ahead. Damn it, we don't have time for this! There's only one way to Cat Street, and that's through there. Quick, let's clear the wall. Beat 3 of these where I can see ya. Reaper's saying you gotta beat 3 specific noise in this area. Nowhere else. There are 2 of them. Unfortunately, I can't seem to find a third.
Your senses.
I mean, it doesn't exactly have to be in the same wave. I just prefer to do it that way because it's easier.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
Dash.
This is nothing. That'll do. Good work, Deku. This is nothing.
Pew.
Keep it up.
Penguin. Don't do anything stupid.
This is nothing.
So far, so good. And
Keep
wrecked.
it up. Predictable.
Your good is gone.
Goodbye. I got this. This is nothing.
These crabs really don't take much shot damage. They do take decent melee damage, though.
This is nothing. Rest in peace. That was a nice
Huzzah.
distraction.
Crap. There we go. 4 encounter.
Have fun, Deku.
You are done.
Attack.
Go away.
Hold that out.
This is nothing.
Perfect.
This is nothing.
This song should sound fairly familiar. A male version of the song that we heard in the opening sequence.
Your good is gone.
Yeah. See ya.
Wrecked.
See ya.
Ow. Ah, it's only 4 damage. That's powder.
This is
And a level up.
Keep it up. Keep it up.
Sweet. I got this.
So far, so good.
Just quick.
Yep.
Watch yourself.
And wipe.
Screw that.
Bop.
Keep it up. That'll do.
Easy.
Good day.
Now, unlike Shiki, Joshua takes less fusion stars to get to
Don't make this
his
worse for yourself.
links.
This is
But of course, it is harder, so you gotta make up for it somewhere.
I got this. This is nothing. I got this. See ya. This is
Dash.
not good work,
Done.
Deku. Predictable.
That's how it's done.
That should take care of our requisite. Phone camera. Press the opposite button twice. Press the button opposite of where Josh was attacking, and he'll move the locked-on enemy across to the other side of the screen. This allows him to easily corral enemies to one side, lock onto all of them, and then damage them all. At that, it also stuns them. Very useful. Also very useful, Toa Records. Now, in the normal game, Toa Records is the place you'd go to in order to get... It's where you'd go to get specifically music discs. Here, however, since this is the wonderful world of Randomizer, things are different.
Hello.
Toa Records does have some new tracks for us. So the Tin Pin theme, Slam Brothers, and the shop theme. Also got Fluffy Cotton. And leather. A cocktail dress? Okay. And that's expensive. There's also a book that requires a 100 yen pin. A official TWEWY promo tee. Back when the acronym for this game was WEWY. And the less we say about this, the better.
Thank you.
Because that's not my cap. Definitely not.
Hello. Thank you.
Oh wait, actually,
Hello.
I can buy... I only have one leather. I'll buy that. We can also get a 5,000 yen coin for 12 rare medals.
Thank
No
you.
thank you. No thank you. No thank you. Ooh, there's a big noise around here. Time to fight. Damn it.
Focus.
If you don't beat all the pig noise in time, then they do escape, and the encounter is dead. You can retry, though.
Neku. See ya. Good. This is nothing.
Done.
So,
Love this pin.
that's how it's done.
So what have you got to say? Bring him a pop pendulum. Set your difficulty to normal. Yeah, unfortunately, gonna have to do that to at least test. Normally you get them from Popquins,
You're good.
which unfortunately none are in this spawn.
Go away. See ya. This is nothing. Smile.
Flash!
You are done.
Case in point right there for how the combo would work. You start it up on one side, flash them onto the other side, and then drop your rock.
Don't make
And
this
of
worse for
course,
yourself.
no Popquins. Ah!
This is nothing. Hey, I got this. That'll do.
Just damage rush. Done.
Easy.
I'd also like to mention that each and every party member that you get within the game actually does use the psych of a pin that you can get within the game. Shiki's specific psych that she's using is the Psychokinesis pin Groove Pawn. And if I remember correctly, Joshua uses a combination of two, if I remember correctly. I want to say one of them was Eyes Full of Light.
Have fun, Neku.
I don't remember what the other one
This is
is.
Keep it up.
Might have been
Keep it up.
Sexy D.
Sweet. I got this. Hey, farewell. I can. Good work.
Because he
This
is also
nothing.
using a Psychokinesis.
So, who's next?
At that,
Good is gone.
every character also is associated with a specific brand of clothing within the game too.
This is nothing. Farewell.
Neku is Jupiter of the Monkey. Shiki, if I remember correctly, is D&B.
This is nothing.
Though, little fun fact for you, her little plushie, Mr. Mew, is part of the Gatito
Don't make
with
this worse for
line,
yourself.
which later evolves to be within
That'll do. This is nothing.
Neo Twoey, Black Cat, also known as
This is
the Gato Nero.
Smile.
Yes, I speak Spanish. Native Hispanic. Okay, not native Hispanic, but full-blooded.
Sweet. I got this.
Bop, bop. Easy. And introducing yet another new enemy, boomerang crabs. I don't remember what they're called.
Rest in peace.
Regardless, they can throw out a boomeranging claw attack that can be fairly annoying to deal with. Be
That
careful.
was a nice distraction.
And of course, no pop pendulum. Great! At least we got 50 yen. Actually, at least we're getting money, period. Creepy Weepy Barrier. Actually, remember back when I mentioned the Fire Barrier? This is the other barrier item that you would get from it. This one is even better than Splish Splash. But here's the thing. Creepy Weepy can only be obtained using Mingle Points. So it's pretty much locked out to most people. Kinda sucks. Splish Splash is at least fairly decent, specifically because, let's face it, you're not going to be using a barrier type pin for damage, but it's still there as an option. It also counts as a different psych, because it deals dark damage. Like Elements Matter, because the only two things that matter are, is it shot or is it physical? But hey, figured I'd mention it. Maybe from the crabs? I don't... AKA Tower Records?
Have fun, Neku.
Okay, greater than 5. Done. Greater than 0.
This is nothing. Smile.
Flash.
See ya. Not bad. I got this.
Okay, there you are.
This is nothing.
Forget what's this pin.
Good work, Neku.
Oh wait, slash across Neku. Joy. Well, I'm dumb. That's actually a fairly easy psych to do, too. Just do it more often. Whee! Fairly damaging, too. Holy shit, why have I not used this?
Just die. This is nothing.
Part of the reason why I ended up deciding to do a bit of a challenge run for this is specifically because... well, I know Twoey like the back of my hand, for the most part. Some things I don't understand, sure, but it's very rare. So I figure, give myself some sort of incentive to use more pins in the game. I mean, there are at least like 200 of them. I'm not kidding.
Good work, Neku. You are done. Predictable. That was a nice distraction.
Of course. Not what I'm looking for. Don't tell me I have to play on easy. You drop rare medals on normal. So that means something else. It could be the hard mode drop.
Go away. Farewell. This is not.
Wreck 'em.
This is not farewell.
It's only one encounter, so just rush it out. Get wrecked. Trashed. That satisfy you, game?
That was a nice distraction.
Shadow matter? Excuse me? Your hard mode drop is shadow matter now? Okay, so it's just gonna come down to trying to find the thing that I need. Lovely. Lovely. So let's see, what other food items have I got? Sure.
Not bad.
Hey! Apparently he likes his vitamins. And Joshua, do you like...
It'll have to do.
You're neutral. Neutral is fine. Neutral is workable.
Don't make this worse for yourself. Just die. Just die. Farewell. This is not farewell.
And one more.
Farewell.
One more.
This is not. You are done.
Easy.
Rest in peace.
Happy-go-lucky, yo, here I am, and I'm gonna up your yup, yeah, hear me roar. Jinx me, nothing is such a joke. You can't stop me, cause I'm on my way. I'm slashing the other way, game. Oh, right. They share an input.
This is nothing.
Start to realize something true.
That'll do.
Drop that.
This is nothing.
Did you wash them nice and clean? I'm sorry, some of these songs are just so mimetic and beautiful.
That was a nice distraction. Just
This is gonna be pathetically easy.
that'll do. Good work. You are. This is nothing. Sweet. I got this.
Cause seriously, noise on easy mode are so ridiculously easy to kill.
Have fun, Neku. Smile. Just die. Keep it up.
I'm literally just not paying
This is
attention.
nothing.
That's how easy they are.
Easy. Don't make this worse for yourself. Smile. Go away. Go away. Good work.
Look at that.
This is
2
nothing.
seconds. I blinked and that battle was over.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
I blinked and this battle was over. That should take care of it, right?
That was a nice distraction.
Oh, great. Meteor Mag. Of course they have Meteor Mag. If it wasn't that difficulty, you're a beat boomer. Core Hog. I don't think middle Core Hogs are around. And somehow I didn't get the normal drop from you. I also didn't get the easy drop from Popwins.
Keep it up.
Even got a level up from all this, like seriously. The nature of randomizers, sometimes, unfortunately, grinds never. Slash farming. Blech.
Don't make this worse for yourself. Smile.
But at least this doesn't take much time at all.
Die. Farewell. Keep it up. This is nothing. Keep it up. That'll do. Keep it
Correct.
up. This is nothing. That was quick. Don't make this worse for yourself. This is keep it up. Good work, Becker.
Easy.
Predictable. That's how it's done.
Eyes full of hope.
Yeah. Huh. Come on. You gotta.
Sell those. Eyes full of hope is a new one, though. Oh, right, I was mentioning characters' clothing brands. Neku is Jupiter of the Monkey. I believe I've already mentioned. Shiki is Sexy D&B, I believe. She could also be vaguely associated with Gatito. Joshua is Dragon Couture.
Come on in.
Oh, hey! Thank you for the follow! And pardon me if I get the name wrong. Denito Altergeist. Welcome to Synapse. We're also the types of wanderers here, yourself included. This is Twoey Fractalizon. Randomizer for The World Ends With You. Alright then, Denny. Welcome. Ooh, super fine bean. That's pretty good.
Thanks a bunch. Hi there.
Even then, I have seen worse in places. I'm screaming internally. Now I find natural effect! I needed that to clear a gate earlier, and the game... The randomizer just didn't throw it at me. Thanks, game. At least I have it now. At least I have it now. Actually, just bump it down to hard. I don't care. At this point, just trying to find a Gorama. It does sound kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh, actually. Like a specific line of monsters. They do have that type of weird naming scheme. Not that your name is weird, honestly. Kinda like it. Stopper Spark. Oh, that's cool. That's worth a fair decent amount. Let's sell 2. Again, could easily be weirder. I've met people with some interesting handles. To be honest, I end up just being one of those people who are, okay, a name is a name. It's what to call you, and... Hey, that's what matters. Need more bravery food. Let's see, 7 versus 5, 8 bites. Might as well take a few. Ice cream. That's only bravery 2. Not exactly great.
Muchas gracias.
Yes, my sister owns a copy, actually, and I've been trying to play it every so often. Currently, I'm starting the 3rd week, so... Ooh, boy. It's pretty fun. Though I absolutely hate how much they've butchered my favorite pins.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
This is awkward.
No way. Not bad.
Shit.
This is nothing.
Not... Well, if you say it's different, I didn't really notice a difference at all. Sure, you are dealing with more characters, and there are some differences with how pins work and everything, but the differences are fairly slight.
Sweet. This is nothing. Like it?
Oh, shoot. Maybe I need a different pin set for that. Oh, well. Still need to find Pop Pendulum.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
And I don't think any of these mobs will drop it. But I don't want to drop sync rate, so gotta fight them.
This is nothing.
Besides, really can't sneeze at money.
See ya. This is just done.
I know that feel all too well, trust me. Like, little story for you. This particular game clearing that I'm doing right now is actually an intermission, so I don't break myself on Trials of Mana. Eventually, I will have to go back for a seaside playthrough for no feature.
This is nothing.
But I wanted to celebrate Neo being released, so decided to break in Rectalazon. And hell, actually, Neo is apparently... Sorry, not Neo, I mean... Trials. Trials is a year old. I wanted to play it like the day it came out, but I didn't have the money, so I had to wait so long to get it. good, like, 6 or 8 months, I believe. I'm a patient soul. And sometimes being patient is just the right solution. It makes things taste sweeter. You know? Let's buy up one of those.
Yeah. Huh. Come on. He's got a pin here. A posted suggestion, but never reveals his name. Read by someone. Taking this
Let's see.
Open up your senses.
A lot of basic noise around here. I wish I could get into Animal Crossing. Like, for one reason or another, simulation games just don't seem to stick as much with me. There needs to be something more substantial for me. I have nothing against them, or even the people who play them. Like, something I want to try and do at some point, if I can get to that point, is probably mess around with VR chat. But that's gonna take a bit and a half. Yeah, you're right on that assessment. It's more a game to just chill and relax. And honestly, nothing wrong with that. It's why I actually play, maybe it's just a difference in taste, but for me, if I want to chill, then I need to rack my brain over something. It's gotta be something puzzly. Something quick that I can end up finding is usually P-Cross. But again, I happen to like thinking about things, so I'm a bit of a weirdo. Oh no, these are these jellyfish. Respawning kind. Joshua, please take care of it. Thank you. Crunch. I'll add it to the heat.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
Enter the Gungeon's a nice shot.
Keep it up.
Yeah, I understand that all too well. The eternal curse of roguelikes. You enjoy it so much, and then you're like, one more go, one more go. And then suddenly, it's 5 AM the next day, and you're like, what happened with my life? The game, it controls me.
Welcome.
Ooh, corn chowder. Actually, what buffs do they have? Bravery 2 and 8 bites. Not great. Shadow steak ramen? Yes, I'll take 3. I'll take 5.
Much obliged.
If it helps, one of the biggest pieces of advice I can give, really, next to ensure to roll, is don't be afraid to fail. Because, well, in my perspective, so what if you throw away a few runs? You learn with each run, and that's what matters more. Actually, if I remember correctly, Gunslinger is like clear all 4 characters, all like 4 or 5 characters, right? I know what they were like the last character to drop. Yep. Oh boy. I think the hardest of the 4 starter characters would probably be the pilot, honestly. Ooh, that sounds suck too. Eesh.
It's edible.
You know what, Joshua, you need bravery.
Compliments to the chef.
I remember you like desserts. Right. Yeah, that makes sense. That sounds like a frustrating time.
Good day.
To be honest, one of those moments where I
Forward
just
to your next
wouldn't blame
meeting.
you if you decide to take a break from it. Actually, come to think of it, I had a similar experience with One Step
Till
from
next
Eden.
time. Good day.
Oh, right, so it's like you have to do 2 back-to-back runs. Yeah.
Have fun, Neku. Go away. This is nothing. Not bad. This is nothing. Sweet.
Ah, right. Slide.
Not bad. Predictable.
So it really is down to skill at that. Down to, like, knowing the game at that point.
Watch yourself. You are dying.
That sounds frustrating.
You are dying. You are. This is nothing. Farewell. Good work, Neku. This is nothing.
Thank you. Get out from behind the pole. I understand if you want to dance, but now's not the time. You can dance if you want to, but not today.
This is nothing. So, who's next?
Yeah, you do have a point on that one.
Don't make this worse for yourself. This is nothing. I got this. Just die.
Some guns are just incredibly disgusting. If I remember correctly, the Huntsman and the Fight Saber are really good. To the point that the Fight Saber actually had to get nerfed. Oh! Double fusion!
What do you think?
Collision of fire and ice.
Go away.
Really? Well, that's some consolence. Unfortunately, it's still down to luck whether you get it or not. Or did that involve, like, getting to the Punch-Out boss?
Yeah. Huh. Come on. He's got a opinion. A posted suggestion.
Yeah, I remember that. Okay, so... Right, that thing was like at least I think it was like 200 and some odd. But it did retain... Actually, no, it was worth a lot more. It was technically like worth a lot more than that, but you could bank shells to get it, remember. Then, after you get it the first time, it goes to a set value of like 200, 250. 3, 4... I've been wanting to fight that thing, but I haven't gotten too many opportunities to play Gungeon. Mostly because I've been life busy.
You are dying. Good work, Neku. Smile, keep it up. This is nothing. I got this. Gotcha.
Shank. Aw, come on. Shank. Joshua.
Go away.
Joshua! I wanted to shank the jellyfish! Oh well, at least he's dead.
Don't make this worse for yourself.
Awesome.
This is
Awesome.
nothing. You are dying. Keep it up. This is nothing. Keep it up. I got this. That was quick.
Yeah, that one is just really generally good.
Your good is gone.
It's highly versatile, across the board, a very useful blast pin. Have you tried using like one of the risers types? They're really good for starting combos. Easy to get too is also a really good one.
That was quick.
is gone.
This is nothing. Go away. This is nothing.
I think it was ice, if I remember.
Go away.
I say that because, and
This is go
this
away.
one might be minor, something to look forward to. There are other variations of that pin, of that pin psych, that are more powerful in the future that you can get.
That was a nice distraction.
Cold Coney Coney. I think I remember the name of that one. Cold Coney Coney. So it was ice. Never mind. How did I memorize that pin? Yeah, I think I remember which one you're talking about. It was either like Cold Coney Coney, or maybe I had like a slightly different name than that one. Huh, another ice blow. Keep it just in case. I don't like how many pins I'm having. And none of them are Pop Pendulum. What in the heck? Where is it? They're still really good pins to have.
Focus.
Don't make this worse. for
Yeah,
yourself.
I believe it was like Explosive Arrow or Explosive Kunai was the specific name of the site.
This is
The pin name, I don't remember though.
Just die.
Still a very useful pin.
Just die. This is nothing. Rest in peace.
Watch yourself.
This is nothing. Keep it up. Goodbye.
So where the
That was quick.
because I need Pop Pendulum in order to make progress. There needs to be a way for me to get it. It has to be on these jellyfish at this point now, right? That's like the only thing I could think of. That the randomizer threw it on there. Either that or it's in a shop
Watch
somehow.
yourself.
Good. This is nothing.
But I've already checked all the shops to do this.
This is nothing.
Easy.
Have fun, Neku. This is just die. Farewell. Good work, Neku. This is nothing.
Like it?
Go away.
They really do look nice. If I remember, they're like based off of graffiti, and it just... They're really nice to watch animate and fight in.
This is that'll do.
You're alright too, they just look
This is
cool, period. It's a really cool monster design.
rest in peace.
And which one was that? Blue. So maybe it's an easy mode drop on the pink ones. If it's not, then I don't know where else to go. Actually, if I remember correctly, it's like a mink. Let me see if I can't, like, find it in the Noisepedia. There it is, Thrash Mink. Deceptive, ain't it? Pretty much every noise is based off of real-life animals, only with a bit of a spin on it.
You're good as gone.
A bit, yeah, I can kinda see it.
Farewell.
And so, we've got a ridiculously overpowered barrier and Jax Knight. Which, actually, I'm kind of using a variant of that. No, never mind, that's a Psychokinesis. Ugh, it's a Psychokinesis. Ugh. Gold. Oh! This one. Sorry about that. I'm glitched. This one is a ridiculously powerful, healing barrier. They're a little tricky to get, though. Because, like, in the normal game, you need to have a specific barrier. Let's see if I can't, like... Let's see if I can't pull up the pin image quick, because I do have it on my computer. There it is, Crackle Pop Barrier. That's not it. Just in normal The World Ends With You, you would normally take this specific pin, Crackle Pop Barrier, and I believe evolve it with Shutdown XP to get the Splish Splash Barrier I currently have. And at this point, I have no idea. Like, the randomizer shuffles around enemy drops, and the current pin that I'm looking for is called Pop Pendulum. It's a fairly common pin normally, and somewhat useful at least in the base game, but...
To your next visit.
Welcome.
I am not finding it anywhere.
Much obliged.
And that has me worried. Because, like, the randomizer has had at least a few different failsafes put in place to prevent dead games. One of which being that money-based pins are fairly easy to get because they are necessary for certain gates.
Come back
Maybe
soon.
it's something that I can unlock in one of the shops. You might be right. To which, I'm gonna need cash. This hurts. Oh, gods. I'm hoping not. Because if it is, then I'm screwed, because I can't travel back. The original World Ends With You only lets you travel back to previous chapters after you've cleared the game once.
Hello.
along the flow.
Thank you. Hello.
Burning melon. Nice habit. Pop a rail. None of these are it. But he could have it be an unlockable, considering his popularity is low. Let's see. I have some pins that are mastered I can sell. Because the game is just throwing them at me. Alright, let's try this.
Hello.
Pick up a burning melon. Nothing unlocked. Okay, get in. Star cap.
Thank you.
Yeah. That one is annoying. But I do have it somewhat memorized. Ah, there's only one way in! Unless maybe... It's been a bit since the last time I've played this game. I think there's exactly only one way in there. And in order to get past that gate, I need Pop Penguin. I need, not Pop Penguin, what? Pop Pendulum. Unless the game will accept me now. Nope. They say noise number 56, but I've milled 56 to the brink of dawn. They don't have it in their drop table. Because 56 is Carcinosamps. Let's see, what other noise can I encounter currently? Answer... Pretty much only the jellyfish. This is the red jellyfish. If it isn't the easy drop on that, then it's going to have to be in a shop.
Hello. Uh-huh. Thank you.
It's definitely not here.
Hello. Uh-huh.
It's also definitely not here. Oh my god.
Thank you.
So in that case, maybe one of the shops in Malka? Unless the Grim Heaper has something to say about this. Nope.
Come on in.
The issue is I can only go to so many different This is awkward. That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Thanks a bunch.
That's disgusting! I will never die.
Hi there.
somehow this randomizer, this particular randomizer seed, has simultaneously made me immortal and made me
Come
screwed.
back soon. Come on in. Uh-huh.
Oh, cool. Aqua Demon. Angel Magnum. Superfine Beam. Okay,
Thanks
not
a bunch.
here.
Hi there.
Maybe if I raise your popularity. Because at this point, I have no
Come
ideas.
back soon. Come on in.
Worst case scenario, I might need to, like,
Thanks a
grind
bunch.
off screen. Just to figure out what I need to do and where I need to go. Like, well, technically I know where I need to go. Just get what I need. Speaking of getting what I need. Eat a crap.
It's edible. Compliments to the chef.
Because
Bienvenido.
Mexican dog doesn't have what I need,
Muchas
that's for
gracias.
certain. And if I remember correctly, Tipsy Toes does get a shop, but in a later point in the game. AKA a point I can't access right now. I know I'm not stuck. Or rather, I shouldn't be stuck. At this point, it's just solving the puzzle. Unless...
Your senses.
You don't think... The annoyance of pig noise. They're gimmicks.
Don't make
In this
it worse
case,
for yourself.
I gotta kill specific ones in a specific order. There we go. Alright, what's my reward?
Rest in peace.
Frig! Or a Kelcum! Ugh. Depression.
Hello.
It had to be Orichalcum. So at this point, my only hope is that shop. Otherwise, it's down to red jellyfish. Yeah, I do. The problem is, randomness at that point. I'm pretty much playing lottery. I'm starting to think at this point I have no choice. The heck? Sure. Let's see. I'm nutting. They have it here. Thank you, game!
See
Thank you,
again.
game! Ugh. I was about to break. I was about to break! Oh, thank you, game! Here's your stupid kangaroo. It really doesn't. I'm agreeing with you. It really doesn't. Just. Story progress. Did we clear the mission? No timer. Wait, was there ever a timer? I never stopped to notice before, but our phone's got that. What? There's no mission mail. Joshua is a smarmy bastard. It's just Joshua. Week 2 is just marvelous.
Hello.
Speaking of marvelous, that kind of sucks, actually. No, that's not marvelous in the slightest. Buy something at least.
Huh?
What, you're in the game again? Yes, I am. Unfortunately. Also, you lost the game. Congratulations. Yay, a phone upgrade. What is this, 2021? Right, I don't end up getting, like, I don't know, the Galaxy S7. I think we should be fine. I guess the cafe. The Wildcats. Make your jokes. Yeah, the Neo maps are just across the board better. What'd you expect from it? Something that's like PS4 Switch. Although, sometimes I do have trouble figuring out what connects to what. It could just be that I'm half blind, because I swear, I'm just not paying attention sometimes. Joshua sees things. Oh, you have no idea. He really isn't that bad of a person. He's just a snarky butt. But then again, I like my snarky characters someday, so, make of that what you will. And last up, the phone. So what? It picks up some kind of signal? Pretty much. I set both your phones to locate energy spikes. Tracker will point you to the nearest one. You can ask Joshua what you guys are looking for. Not if I want a straight answer. And if I remember correctly, the other future... Other feature is pretty much only used for story. As well. But hey. You still got a long way to go, phones. Knowing it in your head doesn't mean much if you don't act on it. Enjoy every moment with all you got. What? What did you just say? Say something weird? Enjoy every moment with all you've got. And that's the motto of the one person I respect. I've made it my mantra. It's the way I live. You could have fooled me. Huh, now's not the time to be enjoying life. You really have a long way to go. Listen up, phones. I'm going to drop the title. If you want to enjoy life, expand your world. You gotta push your horizons out as far as they'll go. You kidding? I'm stuck in the Reaper's game. Can't even leave Shibuya. How am I supposed to expand my world? That's for you to figure out. Expand my world. Now go on. Yes. And I'm pretty sure in the Japanese version, he specifically says, "It's a wonderful world." Because that was the original name for this series, actually. Only issue is, over in the West, that's the name of the book, so, there are a few issues with that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream for the day, because I'm actually very over time. But I needed to figure out where the hell I could get Pop Pendulum, because, oh my god, pain. So, to those who dropped by, thank you so much. I appreciate the support I get with these streams. Thank you for the wonderful conversations, Denito. Really appreciate it. Always like talking with people. If today interested you, then feel free to tune in next week, Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern to 10, for more of this, Toy Fractalazon. Otherwise, I do a variety day, 9 a.m. Saturdays to noon. Specifically, I end up playing what I feel like it, but if something interesting gets suggested, I will pay attention to it. If it's free, especially so, but bear in mind, I do some very thorough fact-checking. Otherwise, if you miss any of these streams, don't worry. They stay up on Twitch for a couple weeks, then get ported off to a dedicated YouTube channel. There's a link on the Twitch page, otherwise, look up Sage Blake. It's easier to find me through looking up a series known as Sage After. It's a dedicated and on-running series of coverage for the Sonic and Amateur Games Expo of the prior year. At that, I also have a dedicated stream day coming up for the Expo too. Second day of the Expo from 5 to 7 Pacific or 8 to 10 Eastern. As a final couple items to plug, I have social media stuffs, Twitter and Discord. I go by Sage of Magi. I'm in a few different places, among which include the Discords for Terran Crimson as well as the Sonic and Amateur Games Expo. And at that, Twitter, Sage of Magi. Yeah. I draw things on occasions. Those go up to a DeviantArt page, Sage of Magi, one last time on there. And also, I'm currently in the process of making a card game. If you want to influence it, or are just generally curious, it's a mod for Tabletop Simulator currently, known as Project Remem, or Riken's Memoria. Otherwise, well, yeah, that's about it. So, I think I'm just gonna return to what little void I call home, and call it. Then again, have a wonderful night. Stay safe.